Hello, here is another tricky quadratic equation that we want to solve by factorization. As you can see up here, 2x squared minus x minus 300 is equal to 0. And this is the typical expression of a quadratic equation. And when we want to solve it by factorization, this is what we consider. The first step is to try to pair this term. We have the first term, second term, and the last term. So we want to pair this term. So how do we pair it? This is how we go about it. You find two numbers, let's say m and n, such that the number fulfills this equation, meaning m times n is equal to AC. A times C, the coefficient here times the coefficient here, AC. And in this case, AC is 2 times minus 300, which gives us minus 600. And the second equation to fulfill is M plus N is equal to B. And this is B here. This here is B. That's minus 1 there. You can see. So M plus N is equal to minus 1. So we now have to go ahead and look for this number and this number m and n. And how do we find number m and n? What we do is we find first the factors of AC. We list the factors of AC out, and it is amongst this factor of AC which is minus 600, or let's say 600. It's amongst the factors of AC that we will pick or find the number which will fit into m and n. So let's go further down. So your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. The numbers that fit into m and n is 25 and 24. 25 and 24 are factors of 600. Yes. The factors of 600 goes on. But out of the list of the factors of 600, 24 and 25 will fit into what we need. 24 times 25 will give us minus, 24 and 25 will give us 600. And 25 minus 24 will give us minus 1. So it's 24 and 25. That is our m and n. So as you can see here, minus 25 is our m and 24 is our m. So minus 25 times minus 24 will give us minus 600. Likewise, minus 25 plus 24 will give us minus 1. So these two numbers, 25 and 24, is our m and n. Therefore, we now substitute this m and n, which is 24 minus 25 and 24, into our second term, which is here, which is the b. So here we have paired b into these two numbers. So let's work on. So now we have this equation. Now we have to open up the brackets. So 25x squared, 2x squared plus minus 25x, there's an x outside the bracket, so minus 25x plus 24x. So the bracket has been removed. Now let's try to group numbers that have something in common. Now, let's look at this. There is something in common to this equation now. X plus 12, x plus 12. So now we bring the x plus 12 outside the bracket. When you bring it out, you're left with 2x here. You bring this one out, you're left with minus 25. So these two in brackets are the factors of the equation. Now what we need to do next is to go further and find the roots of the equation. So here we are, this being equal to 0, therefore this is equal to 0, this is equal to 0, so we can separate them. Therefore, if x plus 12 is equal to 0, x should be equal to minus 12. 12 comes to this other side, and the sign in front of it has to be opposite. It's plus here. When it comes or crosses over to the other side, it becomes a minus. So that's x there. And then here we have 2x minus 25 is equal to 0. 2x will be equal to 25. 25 crosses over and it becomes a plus 25. Now x is what we want to find. We leave x here alone. 2 here. When it comes to this side, it comes to the bottom. It becomes a denominator. So now we have x is equal to 25 divided by 2, which is 12 and a half. So guys, there we have the roots of the equation. Minus 12 and 12 and a half. Bye for now. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, please make sure you comment. Bye for now.